Hello,
Wow.
hello, hello.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Merry Christmas.
Christmas!
All right, welcome back to Beautyish Radio,
Yes,
where
yes.
we talk about beauty, business.
And all that ish.
Yes, I am Joy M. Hutton, the founder of On The Go Glam.
And I am Lydia Evans, founder of SW&G Essentials.
Yes.
Better known as Swag Essentials.
Better known as Swag Essentials. See, she got it because she be slacking, y'all. I want to say all the names so you can get all this greatness over here. Do y'all see these glasses over
Do
here?
you see the glasses? I
Yes,
haven't worn
it's
glasses in
popping.
years.
Oh, my goodness.
time I
I
wore
didn't
glasses, I
even
was in
know
college.
you were blind.
Oh, baby, I'm here with it.
I didn't know.
Help me across the street, Joy. I can't see anything without my contacts. And
Oh
I wear
my
them so much,
God.
people don't ever see me mess with them, so they don't know. They think I'm just out
Yeah.
here just with full vision.
Right. I thought you had like
No,
perfect
ma'am.
vision.
I'm
I had
blind
no
as a
idea.
bat.
Wow.
But this is my first time wearing glasses since I was in college.
That's crazy.
Since like a junior, senior in college.
They're so cute.
You
And
like
ain't that your hair?
You like that?
I
I
love
thought
it.
I would bring it for the people today on this good Christmas day.
I love it. You brought the glasses. You brought the swag. Listen, do y'all see the Beautyish hoodie?
These,
Yes,
let me
show it
make
out,
sure-
show it out.
Hey.
Hey. Yes, yes. I love it. Right. Swag it out, swag it out. Hey. Yes, so guys, yes, that's our Beautyish hoodie. She didn't let me know she was gonna be wearing that today. Otherwise
didn't.
I would have worn mine. See, mine is a little off the shoulder joint. Off the shoulder.
You know, she got
You know, I gotta bring
skin is in.
Right.
And I'm like, listen.
just the hoodie.
So
Just
you're
the
going to
hoodie.
get some good hoodie action out of me.
It's all
Because
right.
I'm what? I'm good in the hood. Say that, Joy.
Good indie hood.
Say that. Good,
Good
in
indie
the
hood.
hood. I need one that says good in the hood.
Beautyish. And all that ish. Yes.
Right.
Right.
Beautyish.
Yeah.
Good in any hood. You like that?
I love it.
Fist bump that.
But yes,
Wow.
I love
Okay.
it. I
There
love
it
it.
is. There it is.
Yes, so that is our hoodie, guys, and merch will be available in 2021.
2021.
And another PSA, COVID precautions have been taken for this live studio broadcast.
That's it.
Okay? All right. You ready to get started?
I'm ready to get started.
Okay, so you know, guys, if you watched us last week, you tuned in last week, thank you for joining us today.
Yes.
Especially ahead of Christmas where you're getting ready, you're getting all your foods and stuff together.
Your nutrients, your macronutrients.
Your macronutrients and your
Yes.
shopping together, last minute shopping. But yeah, so we want to kick this off. We like to do our beauty of the week. And so this week is Taraji P. Henson.
One time. Look
Yes,
at that.
one time for Taraji P. Henson.
Just a
I
millionaire.
just love her. And we featured Tracy Ellis Ross last week.
Yep.
But the reason why we're featuring Taraji is, again, she is another beauty entrepreneur. She is more than just actress and what
Yes.
have you. Like, she's an entrepreneur. These actresses, these celebrities, you know, they are out here grinding just like us, like we said last week.
I'm sorry I had to adjust my glasses.
Because she's sophisticated.
It is.
She's
I done came here as sophisticated as I could be today. As well contained as
she
one
even
could
got
be.
her stance
No, I feel
hands
different.
across.
I feel intellectual. You know what I mean? I feel like an intellect.
I can't. She
So-
got her hands crossed,
No,
y'all.
I don't have
can't.
much for y'all today. I
I
don't have no words
can't.
for y'all. If I had a napkin, I'd do it like this. Where's Sandy at? I'm right here.
So-
Right here. I would tap and tap. I wouldn't even wipe the mouth because I'm an intellect.
You're an intellect.
Yes.
Yes, I feel it. I feel
Thank
the
you.
energy. She killing me with these hands crossed.
No, I'm just trying to listen to you. You know what I mean? I can't hear you if I can't see you. Right here. I'm not doing this. Why does she get me on this show and do this to me every week? Listen, but no, honestly, about
Listen.
Taraji P. Henson, I
Yes,
wanted to say
Taraji,
this. She was the
yes.
recent Billboard Awards host.
Oh,
And I like
okay.
Taraji because she's borderline radical.
She is.
Taraji's not going to play with you. She's going to
She
speak
gives
her
no
mind.
Fs.
And she just had an interview with Essence, which is in alignment with how I feel about
Yeah.
some things, where she actually suppresses that narrative of strong black woman. And I am very much a proponent for that because I
Yeah.
feel like sometimes that is put too much.
Right.
It's like you want me to be a super mega hero and I'm just a human
Yes.
that's made of blood, bones, and flesh.
Yes.
And so I really like the way she vibes. I like the way she moves, and I like how she speaks up. She doesn't care
do
about losing a platform, losing followers,
At all.
losing endorsements. She doesn't care. She's She stands up for purpose. She walks for purpose, and she's just an all-around badass.
She is.
So shout out to Taraji P. Henson for
Yes,
sure. Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. She is.
We got to send her a basket.
I know, right?
Yeah.
And then we need to get one from her too.
No, a whole basket.
She also has a hair care line.
She just launched hair care too.
I mean, natural is in, man.
No, that's it. Natural.
Getting these curls together. Okay?
Natural is everything. I think COVID forced us back to the root of a lot of things.
Literally.
So that, but for every up there's a down, and for every down
Absolutely.
there's an up, and so I think that if you look for the good in everything, Joy.
Yeah.
And you know me, like you could call me crying, and I'm gonna find the good in it, Joy.
Yeah.
And just try to dig it out and be like, but what did we learn?
Right.
What
I'm
can
like,
we do
but
better?
no, it's
And
the end of the world.
And I'm like, and I'm gonna be sad with you, but I'm
Yeah.
that friend that's gonna be sad with you for about 17 seconds. And
right.
I'm like, okay,
you are.
we got to get it together. And we got to.
And I'm like,
forward.
but Lydia, I'm sad.
Right.
Hold
And
me.
and Joy has to calm me down.
Hold me.
'Cause
Right.
I get radical when it comes to like government issues, politics. I get pissed about certain things,
Yeah,
and so
absolutely.
so yeah. But I love the flavor that my little Jizzle brings to me. So thank you for that, Joy.
Jizzle and Lizzle. Those
We
are
are
our
Jizzle
nicknames
and
for each
Lizzle.
other. Yeah.
And she actually hates it when other people call me Jizzle. How weird is she?
Oh, when people call you Jizzle?
I mean, when people call me Lizzle.
Right.
No, when people call her Jizzle.
When people call me
So
Jizzle.
that's it. When people call
Yes.
you Jizzle, you
Right,
hate it because that's the name
your
I
name
gave
for
you.
me.
Yeah.
Like,
but then
why?
people hear me say it and they be
Right.
like, "What's up, Jizzle?"
And
you
I'm
be
like,
and I'd be like, now,
a
Jizzle.
little Yorkie poo.
Now. Don't bite.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. No, she
Like
has a Yorkie
Gigi.
poo that looks just
Yes.
like her.
But she got a Yorkie that look like her, y'all.
I do have
Like,
a Yorkie that
just-
looks like me. I wish next time we have to do a picture of them. They have to be, what if Beauty of the
Yeah,
Week?
Beauty of the Week.
We're going to make a Beauty of the Week, both of them. Put them
Right.
side by side. Just, mine act like a lunch lady. She got the spirit of a lunch lady. She's like 10 years old,
Yeah.
so she's really like 70.
Right, and mine is Big Mama.
Yours is Big
Just
Mama.
Big Mama.
Big Mama bossy. and Pixie is just the lunch lady.
Yes.
Henrietta.
Gigi.
Just-
right.
yeah.
I don't even know what her name was
Right.
in her former life.
No, that's it.
But yeah, so yeah, Taraji is a boss, and
Yes.
I am all for it. And even just how she how she walks in her purpose, she is very intentional about the spaces that she moves in. She waited for love,
Yep.
and then I was so mad because I was like, oh, I'm rooting for
It didn't work
Taraji,
out,
and then
yeah.
it didn't work out.
But I mean,
know?
you can be ready, and if the person you're with isn't ready.
Well, exactly, and I'm not saying it was her, but
Yeah.
yeah, I'm just like, man, because that's inspirational for me. Because hell, I'm divorced and trying to do this thing again, and
Such is life. We just stay trying to do it again. I mean,
Right.
honestly, isn't
Just
that what life is,
again
though?
and
Just
again. Yeah.
trying to do, getting back up.
Yeah.
And doing it one more time.
yeah, get back up again.
Get back up one more time.
Yeah,
And do it one more time.
and do it
Till you can't
one
do it no more.
time until you all tapped out.
You ain't got no more.
You
to
got
give.
nothing left to give.
Just give it all.
Yeah.
So while you're here,
Yes.
give it all.
Just give it all.
Don't leave nothing on the
Yes.
table.
So she goes all in, and
Yeah.
so I like that about her in business and her roles that she plays, and now she's a new entrepreneur.
She is.
Yeah, and so I
She is.
love it.
Congratulations to you. She has, of course, a very successful hair care line. So yeah, and hers is actually more scalp care. When you really look into her line, she's very much about
It
scalp
is.
care because
Right.
she was talking about along her journey how she had a hard time growing her hair, or her hair would only get to a certain length.
Yeah.
and a lot of it does have to do with scalp care and scalp health.
Right.
Because if that scalp is not good and clean, and I'm sure Tracy
won't
of
grow.
Shampoo Mate. Will really relate to this. If the
Yes.
hair is not really clean and healthy, I'm sorry, the scalp is not healthy, then the hair just doesn't grow at its
Right.
at its optimization. So hers is a wee bit. She's one of those ones like we talked about last segment.
Yeah.
Where you're almost creating. She's creating a niche
Yes.
within a market. So
Right.
she sees that there's issues she had. She sees that there's no products out there for it.
Yeah.
She's developed a line that actually works alongside of your hair care as well. So I'm sure she's going to expand that into like other products such as like like your all kinds of conditioners,
Right.
more than one type of shampoo.
Yeah.
But as of right now, her main thing is about scalp care. So
I
I
love it.
definitely applaud Taraji for that.
Yeah.
Big time. I love
Yeah,
her.
I love her too. So when we think about, entrepreneurship, because sometimes people try to put you in a box, right?
Yes.
So she's an entrepreneur, she's an actress, and I mean, I put her in the model category too, but she's doing all these different things. you think about how does a person balance all that, right? And so our topic today is about how to avoid burnout.
Yes.
And, because we're doing a million things. I mean, I have 2 businesses. I'm involved with, Google. I'm involved with other organizations. And I am like stretched, right?
Absolutely.
But one of the things that I have to do is carve out time for me. So we're going to talk about that today in terms of how do you avoid that burnout, especially coming up on the holidays where you should be taking a break for yourself, thinking about what you need to do to take care of yourself.
Absolutely. I think it's very important to balance it. I don't think in the beginning we balance it very much. I think what happens is we all hit a wall.
Right.
It could be from weight loss, weight gain, skin issues, hair falling out, some type of family crisis. Something gets our attention when we're just moving like a freight train through our purpose.
Exactly.
And it garners our attention and it makes us say, uh-oh, something got to give. Because at the base of it, how do you continue doing anything that you do? Even if you are the office manager at, a company, in order to continue to do that, you have to take good care of yourself. And self-care is so important. And I think as women, we're natural nurturers. And so we'll push ourselves to the end. We'll push ourselves to the very end of the spectrum.
Very end,
before we seek counsel for ourselves. So I am a big proponent. I just recently got back into therapy about 2 years ago. And I started doing that therapy journey. I had therapy when I was a younger girl, at about I think it was 12, 13, 14. But as a grown woman, I didn't take the time to make that a necessity, and make that at the top of my list, that my mental health is as important as my financial health. We equate financial health to be more important than anything because we feel like it'll fix all the problems underneath it. They're interdependent needs, but they're all on the same platform of priority. So
absolutely, I'm all about therapy. Therapy saves lives.
Yes,
that's definitely on my list. And you talked about skincare and all of that, hair care. I mean, because, if you're stressed, your skin breaks out. I mean, that has been happening to me. I'm like, Lydia, I need an emergency
That's
kit.
it. Right. I can't even fix them. I didn't try it.
Right.
We went through everything in the line.
Listen, she fixed me. She is getting it.
I'm being modest.
She's right. She fixed me. So, but, when you get stressed out, all types of things start happening to your body, your skin, and, your hair may be falling out, your appetite may be affected. And so all of that plays into your immune system. And especially now when we're living through this pandemic, your immune system is key right now. Boosting your immune system and doing everything to keep yourself healthy. Also, I build in naps. Naps are a part of my daily regimen. Even if you can just go and take a 15-minute power nap, that's important to do that as well. So I'm all about taking time for yourself. And even the holidays also is a time where unfortunately there's a lot of death. And so, taking that time to have those moments where you can grieve. Right. And so I'm still going through that, and coming up on Christmas, tomorrow is going to be hard for me. And but I have my family there. We're going to work through this together, and but that's a time too where you need to take that time for those moments of solidarity. Absolutely. Absolutely. And after, the holidays are over, I'm like, listen, I need a getaway.
Oh, yeah.
Because I need a getaway.
I understand.
Because I haven't had one. I've been going nonstop. And as entrepreneurs, that's what we do. We go nonstop. And, I had to tell myself, I'm like, okay, self.
But does it start with saying self?
Self. Because you talk to yourself. Mm-hmm. Stop working 7 days a week. Stop working 7 days a week. Take the weekends off. You can do it.
I'm the queen of the weekend.
Yeah, and I am guilty of that, especially when you're trying to drown yourself in distractions when you don't have, you may not have anybody at home, whatever, just me and Gigi. But, and so you drown yourself in distractions and what have you, and your work is that distraction. But sometimes that's an unhealthy distraction.
Oh, yeah.
Do you take the weekends off?
I take the weekends off now.
Yeah.
I didn't used to, because I used to be one of those people that felt like you sleep when you're dead.
Right.
And I think in the beginning, it almost requires it.
Well, yeah,
if I can be honest with you, I don't want to sit up and act like
exactly. Like obviously there are late nights, right?
Like the reason why I'm saying that is because it's like I'm such a different Lydia now.
Yeah.
And so anyone who might be tuning in that has saw me through that process might be like, not Lydia saying I enjoy my weekends and I go to sleep. I have a set bedtime. That was never me. It was always team no sleep. But I think it's levels to this ish. Yes. So it's like, each level you go through, when you're getting from the bottom to a certain level, it is essentially team no sleep.
Yeah.
Within a healthy balance here, because I don't want anyone, people are so extreme with their minds, the way the mind perceptions work. Exactly. People just be like, so you're saying that, no, I'm not saying any of that. What I'm saying is that your limitations. Yeah. But you also understand and know that whatever sector you're in, you're up against major corporations and major businesses, and you are carving out a chunk of that market. Yeah. So it's very important that you do stay progressive and aggressive. You get to a certain point and you still remain aggressive and progressive, but you have grown your brand to where you have other people who are also aggressive and progressive for your brand. Yeah. That allows you to do what? Take the weekend off. Hey. And so when I take the weekend off,
systems in place too.
It took me a while to teach people, don't call me on the weekend.
Right. You got to have systems in place.
What? Don't call me on the weekend.
Right.
It's
they're like, wait, so what?
No, I mean, you can call me on the weekend if you want to call me on the weekend. But what I'm saying is, like, I literally do take Saturday and Sunday as my day. Yeah. And when I think about, I used to have a thing where it's like, to think about not going to the office every day was like, I almost felt like I was like, not a good mom.
Yeah, you were unproductive. Yeah. I feel like
that's one day I could have been grinding. Yeah. And now I'm like, the idea of going to the office, although I love my brand, is like, I don't want to go to the office. I'd rather lay in my bed and read a book. I would rather watch a movie. I would rather change my toenail polish for God's sakes. Like, because I need to detach. My business gets every single ounce of me Monday through Friday, every freaking ounce of me.
Yeah. So. And same here. I mean, I work late nights every single day. And so I realized recently actually that I didn't even realize I was working 7 days a week. And then I had a moment where I was like, okay, Joy, you've got to stop this, and so I literally took a step back and I was like, I have got to rest. Yes. Otherwise my body is going to shut down on me. Absolutely. And so I was like, if I don't take this time to step back and take care of me, there will be no business.
Rest is essential.
Yeah, it is.
Rest is essential. And just stopping. Even if you don't stop and actually close your eyes, just stop.
Just stop.
Change. I have a thing at work where I just change tasks. Yeah. If I get too stuck in a monotonous task, I'll just up and just switch it up just like that. I'll be like, enough of this email. Right. Let me get up and make me a cup of coffee or a tea. Let me get up and go to the front and just kind of, just trying to kind of look at what needs to be put up on the front shelves. Yeah. Just anything to break the monotony of it and that dormancy of tasks over and over and over, because I have to remember that I am a human and not a machine. And so I think that a lot of it, we're workhorses by nature, even as a culture. And I think that that plays a subconscious level into how we work ourselves into the grave. I used to always say this to my mom, and I still do. They said that heart disease is the number one disease of reason of African American women death. Yes. And I always say that's because of heartbreak. Yeah. Ooh. It's combined heartbreak, like heart disease and heartbreak. What's the difference? And it all comes back to making sure everything else is okay but you. Yeah. Because there's signs of heart disease early on, but you generally will push through it. You push through the pain in your chest, or you push through the different signs because someone else needs you more. But you have to also keep into the frontal lobe here that in order for me to be of a vessel to them, I have to make sure, as always, that I keep my life blown up.
And we don't want to show signs of weakness.
No, we don't.
Because we need to just be there for everybody. Yeah. But if we're
because
not
of the
there
strong
for
black woman.
Right. Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Yeah. See why I hate that narrative?
Exactly.
Oh my God. And it was, I used to hear it all the time, and it never really affected me until I had a damn mental breakdown, until I had a crisis, until I had a financial crisis, until I had a break in a relationship that at the time felt like it broke me to the core.
Yeah.
When I had those different breaks, it's like each break got worse.
Right.
And I started to feel like I was losing my damn mind. But it also had to do with, because in the midst of me going through all those different things, that happened in life, I kept going.
Right.
I never stopped. I never said, okay, Lydia, stop and give yourself a week off.
Yeah.
I hadn't had a week off in 15 years for myself. A whole week off?
Right.
That's a long time to not have a week.
It is. It is.
Does that make sense? Like,
yeah.
Let me take that back. I took a week off for a family vacation. I think I was going into my 13th year. And I took a week, and it was the most stressful trip I ever had in my freaking life.
Because you're worried about business.
Girl, I couldn't.
Yeah.
It was like, why did I spend all these thousands of dollars to go on this trip?
And you
I'm
just,
hear me. I can't get a damn signal.
Right.
I didn't check on my business.
Right.
God. Hello? Daddy, let me use your phone.
Right.
Mama. I mean, it was
yeah.
My family was like, we're never going to vacation with you. You are the worst vacationer in the world.
I'm guilty of that too, though. I take my laptop with me on every vacation because
I stopped doing that.
I can't.
I stopped doing that.
But I end up, I take it, it's kind of like a security blanket.
It's a security blanket.
However, when I get on the vacation, I actually don't do a lot of work.
It's just you need to know that it's right there.
I just need to know it's there in case of an emergency.
I used to sleep in the bed with my laptop.
Oh.
It wasn't until I started to try something different.
Yeah.
That my laptop wasn't my significant other. And I mean literally, I'm not joking. And it was so funny because I was reading a book one day, and it was talking about the things you want in life and what do you got to do to get those things you want in life.
Yeah.
And it talked about positioning your life.
Yeah.
The secret of life is, we were talking about the master manifestation a few weeks ago. The thing about life is that it's like you have to make room for things.
Right.
And I'm sitting here reading a self-help book talking about if you want love, do you sleep next to a to-go fast food bag? Like when you fell asleep eating food?
Right.
Do you go to sleep with magazines in the bed or books in the bed? Do you go you're occupying the space of your mate. And I'm sitting there reading, and I was like, no, this makes perfect sense.
All these things in your bed.
And then I looked over, and that was old nifty Dale. Right. Dale just, hello, Lydia, with the deep voice. You know the computer got a deep voice.
Exactly.
Hello, Lydia. Because that's how, and you just like, hello, significant other. Because it is your world.
Right.
And I said, okay, I'm going to stop going to sleep with anything in the bed. I used to sleep with a big, huge teddy bear, like a life-size teddy bear. Those things are fun to sleep with anyway.
Yeah,
those are like those body pillows. Those things are everything. All of that. And I said, you know what? I got to take that out of the bed if I'm going to make space theoretically
for your mate.
For that mate.
Yeah,
and,
exactly. I mean, Gigi still sleeps in the bed.
Pixie going to fall asleep in the bed.
We gonna all be in this bed together.
Her being in the bed, there's still space for a whole nother human. But it was like I was in a relationship with the Pixie and my laptop.
Right.
I mean, it was ridiculous. I would wake up, eat forms in the bed.
Oh,
just paperwork, accounting, bookkeeping. I'll just review stuff I need to review, recipes, formulas. Hell, Lydia. But then that was a good place.
I've stopped doing that too, though, like bringing my laptop to the bed or working in the bed, because I'm guilty of that too. Yeah, we become a slave to our work.
Yeah.
And at some point, it is unhealthy.
It is.
So we have to set those boundaries, just like we set boundaries with people. We have to set those boundaries with our work as well.
Yes.
And because that energy that will trickle over into
everything. Does. And
you're blocking your blessing.
It clogs. And it's not just in that area, it's anything.
Exactly.
You got to make space for the things you want in your life. You have to believe ahead of things happening.
Exactly.
And if you believe that someone's going to come and come into that space, you have to not just make space in your mind and in your heart, you also have to make space in your home and in your dwelling. Not that you're going to sit up and act like, this side of the bed stays neat because a man going to come to it or a woman's going to come to it. No. Right. But just the ideology of, space, the way that works, and the law and the theories that go with space Wherever there's space, things are going to fill it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like when my dad went through a double brain surgery 2 years ago, and when he went through that brain surgery, they were saying how we were like, well, how did he get a hematoma? They said, well, if there's a damage, like he hit his head, and it creates a dent, the natural law of the body is it's going to find something to fill that space. Spaces are not meant to be left.
Exactly.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
So it's like even in our thoughts are processed in that same way. So it's like we have empty space. There's no person there, so we just fill it with things. Which are ultimately
like how people
distractions. clutter
their desks, clutter their
just
living
things.
Spaces. Exactly.
In most cases, that's a mental thing. Hoarders, that hoarding thing, that's a deeply mental thing.
Yeah. It is. Yeah. It is for sure.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of space to fill, we
we
got some space to fill right now with our next segment, Girl, Shut Up. All right, so let's go ahead and pop this tweet up from the
Jesus.
Yes, or
the
article.
Look at this.
Yes, you want to go ahead and take this over, Lydia?
I got to do this. I got to do this.
Yes.
I'm going to do this for all the Esties in the world.
Right.
So what's going on here is you can see that date stamp on there. That's December 16th. So let me tell you about what happened last week. The judge has ruled in San Diego strip clubs and restaurants, they can remain open. But service providers, as far as hairstylists, barbers, anything more up close and personal, you cannot open your business and you'll be fine.
Right.
Now, so here's my thought process on that. Here's my thought process. So, I've been to a strip club. Have you, Joy?
Yes, I have.
See, she didn't even want to say that. Don't be coy, Joy. Don't be coy, Joy.
I have.
I've been to a strip club.
Yeah.
We went to a strip club last night. Don't front. Christmas Eve, it was popping. So no. But we see, she don't even want to admit it. I have to, because I ain't got no shame.
Right.
So, but no, seriously.
Chicken wings and
wings. It'd be the chicken wings.
Chicken wings.
I go for the wings.
chicken wings.
You hear men say that, and then you go, and then you like, damn, he does come for the chicken wings.
I really did.
He comes for the chicken wings. So, and other things.
Right.
Okay. And so here's the thing about it, though.
Yeah.
Okay, as an esthetician, you do services, or as a hairstylist, you do services. Generally, you're behind my head.
Right.
As a stripper, it's so much gyrating in your face, just
sweat,
right here.
Right. And
I wish do you have the mic? Do you have the Mike, you failed us. See, we don't know if this is gonna work out. Mike done made it 2 episodes. We got to kick his ass to the curb. Oh Lord.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Like, Merry Christmas, Mike. You're fine.
Merry Christmas, Mike. This is gonna be your last day. But no, seriously. But the gyrations and
all the sweat transfers and the air,
the bodies,
right?
The flappings and the clappings. You know what I mean? The strings. It's it's a lot. So you can do that in my face.
Pool of.
But I can't get my lashes done.
Right.
How that work?
Right. Exactly.
So
I'm. Your hair done.
I can't necessarily agree with this one because they're raising hell. The service providers in San Diego right now are raising pure hell behind this because they're like, how can you open up bars and strip clubs? But I think it's political. I think it has everything to do with the amount of money that their city is missing from those companies not operating. Whereas an esthetician, that's not even a drop in a bucket. One esthetician, what a club makes, and the sales tax and things that they have to turn in every quarter. So, I feel like, a lot of that's a political move, but neither here nor there. I still think that we should hit them with a girl shut up. What you think?
Yeah, I think San Diego judges get a girl shut up. Let's hit them with it. Girl, shut up. Yes.
My favorite part of the day.
I definitely agree with that. Shout out to the service providers in all these cities. And guys, we are wrapping this show up. We thank you for joining us. We hope you have a Merry Christmas. If you want to advertise with us, do sponsorships, or be a guest, email us at hello@beautyish.com. And as always, we will be tuning in every Thursday at 10 a.m. Central.
Yep.
And take care of yourself, guys. We're going into the new year. Take care of yourself.
Be careful.
Yes. All right, we'll see you next week. Thanks for joining us.
Peace.